What's up YouTube? This is your boy DJMAGICJUAN coming to you with another video. This time it's going to be another DMX video tutorial, but this time it's going to be with a regular DMX controller. I know there's a lot of you, or there's a lot of us out there that can't afford or don't want to spend the money on the software because we have one of these already. There's the dongle for my DMX. I have a tutorial on this. Check out my other videos. But today it's going to be about the controller, the DMX regular controller. This is the Chave DMX 50 controller. It's an old one that I had laying around. It's got 8 scenes. You can program 8 scenes, and we'll go over all that right now in a minute. 8 scenes, and this one has it's a 16 channel DMX controller. You got your speed, your FaceTime. This one has an option to connect strobes on there, like the old kind of strobes. Let me disconnect it. This is the show you guys the back panel. There's your power cord, your power switch. This one's actually for the strobe, the mono strobe. That's for your DC input. Oh, this is not the power cord. This is for a control fog out. So if you had a control a fogger, you have to get a special cord for this one. I don't have one right now out, but I do have one of those. See, it says right there. Let's see if this thing can focus. But you see on there it says fog out control. And then this is your DMX in, and then this is your DMX out on this certain controller. Every controller varies. This is your DMX polarity select. I really don't know what this is, but I guess it changes the polarity on it. Sorry about that, guys. And then this is a MIDI in. So if you have like a MIDI controller or a MIDI MIDI controller or any MIDI device, you can hook it up there. And then this is your audio if you want to do sound active. So that's this controller. I mean, this is your basic DMX controller. You can control any lights with these with the DMX on it. So let's get started on this. Go ahead and hook it up and turn it on. There it is. Chave DMX 50. There it is. And most of these are all the same. They're all common. So I'll show you how to program a scene and all that stuff. Now, you guys seen my DJ Scans EX250s. We're gonna use these today, because they're easier, and I already had them out. I was doing some other stuff with them. But a little tip: if you have multiple lights like mine, scanners, whatever, if you have multiple of the same lights, it's good that you number them. That way, see, like this one's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. With these particular ones, even with the dip switch ones, when you hook them up, especially with the dip switch ones, I never liked the idea of the dip switching because it was too hard to, at least for me, it was difficult to get into DMX when they had the dip switches, because each dip switch has a certain value and you have to multiply it by so many and blah 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 blah. So when the digital DMX came out, I was so happy because you can do, it's a lot easier and you can do a lot more. So each of your light, we're gonna get started on this. Each of your light has an input and an output. Your input, your input, it's what's gonna come out from your controller. So what you want to do is grab your DMX cable, and you want to hook up the output okay, side to the controller, just like that. And then you're gonna take the input side over to you input on your light. See? It's upside down, but it says input. You hook it up, and these, my lights, as you can see, look, it's in slave mode. But as soon as I hook the this up, it'll go directly into channel DMX address 1, and that's where the numbering of a fixture comes in. Because you know, if you know which you know how to put them, you don't have to configure the DMX address anymore. Well, on these you have to, because I have them set up a different way with the, you know, with the My DMX, because My DMX gives you your whole universe of, you know, 512. You know, it gives you all everything. You know, you can go from one, you can have these set up from 1 through, you know, 40 or 45. And for example, on the My DMX, this would normally be on 1. Actually, you know, these are all configured for the My DMX, but we're gonna change it for the controller. So let me go ahead and hook them up for you. See, as soon as I snap it in, it's gonna change. See, that's, you know, that's address 1. And the way you can figure these out is, you know, figure out how many channels is your light. So whatever channel your light is, you add 5 to it. So this is a 5 channel light, so you count 5 channels. Normally on the software, you would put number 2 on channel 6, because it's the next, you know, DMX address. Like so. As soon as I plug it in, it should change to 6. Or, like I said, I was messing with it, but if I wasn't messing with it, it would go to channel 6. So what you do is go to address, and then you put number 6. Why number 6? Because, like I said, these are 5 channels. These are 5 channel lights. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your next light will start on 6, and then you count 5 more from 6. So this next one should be 11. And let me get this cable. I should have the cables ready for you guys. But so this is what we've done so far. We've come in from the controller, out from the controller, into the light, output from this light, from the first light, into this one, and then we're gonna go out on this light, same cable, into the input of this light, and this one's gonna change. You see how they're all changing to the whatever address was the last one that you put in. So we're gonna change this to, see, this should be number 11. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Hit enter. There it goes. Number 11. And then the last one should be 16. Now, I know I'm probably confusing you guys, but bear with me. Let's see, enter, this should be 16, enter. Okay, this normally would, this is the setup for, enter, for the My DMX software. If you guys are familiar with the My DMX, it gives you, you know, the whole universe 1 through 512. This is how you would set it up with the My DMX dongle. You put 1, 6, 11, and 16. Well, with the controller, it does not work like that, and I'll show you right now. Because it's different. It's a different rule for, you know, the digital one. So what we want to do on any controller, or on this particular controller, you would hit program or hold program, and it's in program mode now. and then you just put it on whatever bank you want to program. So we're gonna start with number 1. I haven't used this controller in a while, so it says scene 1 bank 1. So what you're gonna do is select your lights. Now these are all, you know, it says scanners up there, but I mean it doesn't necessarily have to be scanners, but this light can do all the way up to 12 fixtures. Can do all the way to 12 fixtures. So what you want to do is, and then these are all the buttons to activate each light. So if it's not, you know, if you're trying to move the y-axis and channel 1, channel 2, it's not going to do anything until you pick one. So we're going to go ahead and pick 1, and that is, you know, the first fixture, which is this one. And let me go ahead and turn on the shutter. Oh, you gotta take it out of blackout mode. So, okay. Channel 1, it's my, I guess it's my, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's my x-axis or my pan. As you can see, look, I'm moving it up and down. I'm still moving it up and down, and you see the mirror move left and right, left and right. Channel 2 controls the y-axis, which is up and down. So that's channel 2, up and down, up and down. Channel 3, I think it's the color. But let me go ahead and turn on the shutter. There it goes. So channel 6 on this controller, if it's a 5 channel, I'm sorry, channel 5. Channel 5 is your shutter controller. You know, it turns, and then this is where you, if you want to do strobe, this is where you can actually do it. See, you push it all the way up at 100%, and it gives you just, you know, solid light. So what you want to do is, you know, this is your up and down, channel 2, and then channel 3 is your color wheel. So you see how it's white, now it's all color. And then channel 4 is actually the gobo. So let's go ahead and leave it on white, and let's see if I can move it on the floor so you guys can see it. Okay, channel 4 is the gobo. So see how it's changing gobos, and all I'm doing is pushing this slightly up because that's the gobo rotation, or not gobo rotation, but like the one that does all the gobos, you know, and then you just adjust your speed on it. And as like I was telling you guys, see how it's selected number 1. In order for us to do number 2 and use the same knobs, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you have to configure your light a different way. As you can see, if I leave it on 1 and move channel 6, well, it's going to start moving the second light, and you would actually have to change. See, so this channel 6 would be considered channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3. Well, you don't have any more sliders over here. You would actually have to change the page over here, and you know, and continue on over here, you know, and this would be, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it gives you a whole different value. See, so what you have to do is, and it took me a long time, and I don't know why it does this or how it's configured, but it's in order for you to use channels 1 through 5 for each fixture, you have to configure it in a 17 channel mode. So you'd have to change fixture number 2 to 17. I don't know why. I mean, I really I really don't understand why, and I can't explain it to you. This is how I found out the hard way. I did every single channel until you know, until I got it to work, and then from then on I just, you know, picked up the pattern. So you have to add 16, or it's a 17 channel or 16 channel, I'm sorry. So you hit enter and wait till it gets back to home. And there you have it. So it's in channel 17. So now what I do is push number 2, and then I'll be able to use back again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for my for that second light. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the light or the shutter.